And welcome to Undercover, where we've just heard about the rollout for the production company's 2010 lineup, and a fantastic lineup. We have Jeanne Pratt with us. Welcome, Jeanne.
Hello, Paul. Nice to see you.
You too. And also Ken Mackenzie-Forbes. Welcome,
Paul.
Along,
Pleasure.
Great pleasure. Production company. Ken, tell our audience the three magnificent shows this year.
Well, they're wonderful shows. The first is one of the great Broadway classics, The King and I, Rodgers and Hammerstein's The King and I. The second show is an Australian premiere. It's a comedy, Sugar, which is based on Some Like It Hot, which is probably the funniest filmed musical ever, or funniest film ever. And the third show is The Boy from Oz, which is the story of the legendary Peter Allen. So there are three wonderful shows: an Australian musical, an Australian premiere, and a Broadway classic. Yeah.
And Jeanne, I mean, you've been involved with this now for 12 years, so congratulations.
Started, thank you.
From the very beginning. Now, do you sort of get into arguments with this guy about, what's going to go on every year? How do you pick the three shows?
Yes, quite often. Ken always says we've got to do blah blah, and I say no, we don't. It's boring. I fell asleep 3 times watching it, but he usually gets his own way in the end.
Yeah. But as Ken said before, you're the person responsible for at least one comedy show per year.
Yes, absolutely. I find that I don't like people to come away depressed, and if they're going to be educated, I like them to be educated painlessly.
Ken, how far out do you work on what shows these will be?
Well, we're currently planning 2011, and we're also considering things for 2012, so about 2 years ahead. But we don't cast too far out because they're short seasons. We're never quite sure what artists might be available, so we leave that to just the 6 months before we launch. And they'll find that works best because, yes, you can see from today we've got some wonderful, wonderful artists with the company this year, and it's because of the timing of when they're asked to do it. It's a big factor.
Yeah. And Jeanne, what about, with the shortlist for putting the shows together? Obviously, over 12 years there's been quite a lot of shows, but there must be some that you still haven't got to that you want to get to. What do you think we'd be seeing in the years to come from now from the production company?
Well, when you say there must be shows still to be done, I hope so. Every year I think, my God, we've done everything, and somehow every year there's always another show out there. If I told you what we were going to do next, I'd have to kill you. Because we never reveal. I don't even tell my children the day before we launch. They always try and get it out of me, but my lips are sealed. You'll have to come to the launch next year to find out what we're doing next year.
Well, we'll be back for that for sure, and she could be serious about killing me too. She's got the handbag there, so I'm not going to pursue that one any further. Jeanne, Ken, great to talk to you, and congratulations again on an excellent lineup for 2010.
And thanks for coming. Go and have some lunch.
Pleasure.